What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is the Vertcoin Core, and we've got an awesome episode lined up for you guys today. Make sure to smash the like, and also this is the video where we're going to be doing the 10 VTC giveaway. All you have to do to win is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment below with your receiving address. That's your VTC receiving address, and in the next video we will select one lucky winner at random to receive that 10 VTC. Let's go ahead and dive into these charts. Here in the 4-hour against USD, we see that we have been having a bit of a pullback as Bitcoin tries to recover from its own slump. That largely due to the new SEC chairman and a lot of fears that he's going to be going after some ETFs and different financial institutions for money laundering and things like that. So that has scared some money out of the market, out of Bitcoin, and I think that is a lot of the reason why we're starting to see this slump here across the altcoin market. But nothing too bad here, as we see that all it's really done here is pull back down to about this level here. I do want to talk a little bit about some of my recent calls for price action here. This is where I made my previous video. I did anticipate it would run up some more. I didn't know how high. Looks like it got up to about $1.30, and then it did what I said it was going to do. It pulled back down to about this level here. You remember me talking about, right? So it pulled back down to about this level, consolidated, and then it took off again, came back down, consolidated. We're going to switch gears here and look at this on the 30-minute. So it ran up, came down to about that level we talked about, ran up again, came back down to this previous high, had a consolidation, went up, came down, nice leg down. And this is something that we have seen time and time again with Vertcoin, where before it takes off again, it'll have a nice long candle down, and then it takes off again, right? So that brings us to where we are now. We saw the formation of a nice looking bull flag starting to take place here, and then of this triangle we saw it break to the downside. But I don't really think that's a bad thing. All it really did is come back down and meet this previous high. It also smashed into the 144 and is now bouncing off of that. So from here, I'm totally expecting this Loch Ness monster looking formation here to probably take off and get us to, I'd say,
about 350.
And that's actually accurate. It makes a good joke, but no, seriously, I think it's going to come up here, maybe consolidate a little bit longer, then we'll start to see another one of these swoops here, and then on upward to
350.
So let's go ahead and take a look at this in the wide, nice and wide view against BTC. You know, I like to look at it this way to give ourselves some perspective on where we really are in this market. And here we see the spike that we are currently experiencing. And I was looking at this a couple of days ago, maybe like yesterday or 2 days ago, and I was thinking that here around this range, this 3,500 to 4,000 Satoshi range, we start to see some resistance, and we have. We've come down a little bit, and if this plays out as we anticipated against USD, we're going to see a little bit of a swoop here, and then on upwards. So we will break this resistance. We've got the momentum to do it, and once we do, I think we can expect to just travel upwards and not see any real resistance. Not facing any real resistance again until we get to about 8,000 Satoshis. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting to see there. Now, you guys, I want to get into the real topic of this video. I've already kind of hit on it just a little bit as a little bit of a teaser there, and that is Gary Gensler is sworn in as member of the SEC. Now, I know what you're thinking. What does this have to do with Vertcoin? But ladies and gentlemen, I assure you that the news that I'm about to share with you is good news for Vertcoin. At least in my opinion. I'll get around to all of that here now. So Gary Gensler is sworn in as a member of the SEC. There's a lot of overlap of information here, so we're going to go ahead and move on. But here, real quick, you can see he was a co-director of MIT's FinTech at CSAIL. That's the Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory, and also a senior advisor to the MIT Media Lab Digital Currency Initiative. All right. So if you've been in Vertcoin for a while, you know you're probably having a little light bulb show up at the top of your head there. As you're kind of maybe starting to piece this together already. As we move on, we have an article from Forbes Says Gary Gensler confirmed as SEC chair. Here's what to expect from the Goldman banker and crypto professor. There is a photo of Mr. Gary Gensler there. And scrolling down, I've got some information about his past, and I just wanted to highlight this just a little bit. It says in 1997, Bill Clinton nominated him for an assistant secretary post at the Treasury Department, and he later became the CFTC chair in 2009 under Barack Obama. All right. And the MIT Management Sloan School website, under faculty, here we have Gary Gensler. And in the first paragraph, it says Gary Gensler is professor of the practice of global economics and management, MIT Sloan School of Management, co-director of MIT's FinTech at CSAIL, again, that is the Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory, and senior advisor to the MIT Media Lab Digital Currency Initiative. There's that overlap, but it says he conducts research and teaches on blockchain technology, digital currencies, financial technology, and public policy. He won the MIT Sloan Outstanding Teacher Award based upon student nominations for the 2018-19 academic year. All right. So it says that he was the a senior advisor to the MIT Digital Currency Initiative, but here we can kind of get a feel for the fact that he wasn't just some kind of shadow figure, an advisor to maybe just the director. And this is the director of the DCI here, the Digital Currency Initiative. Her name is Neha Narula, right? So follow me here. Neha Narula is the director of the Digital Currency Initiative, a part of the MIT Media Lab focused on cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. While completing a PhD in computer science at MIT, she built fast, scalable, distributed systems and databases. She is a member of the World Economic Forum's Global Futures Council on blockchain and has given a TED Talk on the future of money. I recommend you guys check this video out. It's pretty good. I've already seen it. I'm not going to click on this. But I will actually, I'll link it below so you guys can check that out. We're going to move right along here. This is a list of her accolades and accomplishments at MIT and different places that she has studied and taught. And let's see, a couple of things I wanted to highlight here throughout. Director of the Digital Currency Initiative at MIT Media Lab, leading a team of 10, including research scientists, Bitcoin core developers, and other staff responsible for research, writing software, teaching classes, and fundraising. All right, so that includes advising undergraduate and master's students. We're going to scroll down here to look at some of the things that she's taught. And already here, you've probably already seen something jump out at you here. Under her students, we've got our very own Vertcoin lead developer, Mr. James Lovejoy, right here. And under teaching, it says that she taught this MIT Get Smarter online cryptocurrency course with co-lead Gary Gensler. Also, she taught a blockchain lab with co-lecturer Michael Casey and Gary Gensler, and also Simon Johnson. But I want you to remember this name here, Michael Casey. All right, so here we actually have James Lovejoy and Gary Gensler within 5 lines of each other on this Neha Narula's page here. Another name that you might see that looks familiar a little bit higher here under posters, abstracts, and reports is this one here, Glassberg and G. Well, if you don't know who that is, we will get to that here in just a moment. MIT course, open courseware. There are a couple of courses here that she has taught. If you hop into this, I will also link this below. There's a lot of good information here on how blockchain works, proof of work, mining, everything. And a lot of this is very synonymous with the way Vertcoin works. If you watch all of this information, you can learn a lot about Vertcoin itself, even though they don't actually mention it by name. At least I don't think in any of these videos. But a lot of good information there. This is a picture, not a picture, this is a video of Gary Gensler teaching at MIT. There are a couple of them on YouTube. I also recommend you check those out just so you get an idea of his ideas, beliefs, and his focus around digital currency, and also how knowledgeable he is and was at the time. And I want to jump over here to an article called Bitcoin Rival Suffers Devastating Attack. This is about the Bitcoin Gold 51% attack a while back. And the only thing I want to highlight from this article here is that the attack was first spotted by James Lovejoy, a researcher at MIT's Digital Currency Initiative. All right, and we're going to skip from there. We're going to look at this article here written by Michael Casey, entitled Vertcoin's Struggle is Real, Why the Latest Crypto 51% Attack Matters. I'm also going to link this in the description below, and I want you guys to read through. I mean, I've read through a lot of this, not all of it thoroughly anyways, but I do want to draw your attention to this line down here where it says disclosure. Two of the main developers at Vertcoin, James Lovejoy and Gert-Jaap Glasbergen, are researchers of the MIT Digital Currency Initiative, where I am a senior advisor. That's another senior advisor to the Digital Currency Initiative alongside Gary Gensler. So this really goes the extra mile to tie Gary Gensler to Vertcoin through James Lovejoy, Gert-Jaap, Nea Narula, Michael Casey. But I see all this being very bullish for Vertcoin, especially in the regulatory environment that we're in right now, especially with Gary Gensler at the helm of the SEC. I don't foresee that a coin that was largely developed by students in a program for which he was a senior advisor being something that's going to face scrutiny when it comes to its legality or the way, or anything pertaining to the way that it functions, or if it's a security or anything like that. I see that, if anything, a lot of that attention is going to be drawn toward Bitcoin because of all of the other issues, the ETFs and everything like that have come out of Bitcoin over the years. So that could have some effect on the price action for Bitcoin. But as far as us seeing any direct result from that negatively in terms of price action or even regulation, I don't really think that's going to be much of an issue. So that's the point I wanted to make here, that Gary Gensler is very closely tied to Brian Lovejoy, who is the lead developer of Vertcoin. I think that's very bullish for us, you guys. Go ahead and drop a like. Again, leave that comment below. Win that 10 VTC. Good luck to all of you. And I'll leave you guys with this cool gift that I found in the Discord chat. Asic resistance all the way, baby. Vertcoin Core out.